Hello everybody, how's it going? This is Stien again. We're back on Agrarian skies, and as promised we're going to do a test. I've got half a stack of diamond ores, and I thought I'd break them with my fortune free pick, see how we go, see what we get. So I think before we were getting two, what were we getting for? I can't remember. But we'll see how many we get from half a stack, because it's a bigger sample, so it should be a better idea. There seems to be a lot of diamonds dropping here. Okay, so we got just over a stack. So we were getting about two diamonds per ore. We got any more diamond ore? Yeah, we got 5. Let's check this out, see what it. Oops, today's there. Okay, so if we... Oh no, that's how you get it. There we go. So smelting... Yeah, so pulverising gets 2. So, to be honest with you, might as well do some pulverising of our diamonds. Let's have a look how many never... I'm looking in the wrong bar. So we've got 36 never diamond ores. And we'll check them out, see what the best thing to do with them is. Pulverising gets 4. That would get 4. Rich slag would get 6. The pulverising it is. Music seems a little bit loud today. Whoa. What on earth was that? I have no idea. I took damage for some reason. Oh, did I fall down? Probably. Okay, so we'll put some stuff in here to pulverise. I've been cooking up some sand to make some glass. You're going to need 10,000, so... I upgraded the big reactor a little bit. I got it set to only use what we're using. So we're using about 10k per tick. 10k RF per tick. Maybe a little bit more. We're full of fuel. We need to put some extra fuel in there. With how it is at the moment, I've got 32 fuel rods in stacks of 8, so it's 4 stacks high, and we're getting about 15 RF per tick with destabilized redstone. 22. That should be fine for a little bit. But with just one layer and the laser drill running, I kept running out of power. I just didn't have enough power. I started to make some cryophium. That's still going, but I just haven't got any night ore. I set up this very simple mob spawner. It's probably 2 blocks too big everywhere, but it gives them more space to spawn. I've got it hooked up to this guy, so if I just set him to run on ignored, as you can see, almost instantly they start spawning again. So we got an infinite supply of blizz. What are they called? Blizz rods? I don't know. Of these guys, yeah, blizz rods. So we're going to be able to get the cryophium, no problems whatsoever. Got a few bits and pieces going to get done today. Let's check these quests out. Liquid meat. I was checking liquid meat out. I've still only got 670 buckets. I swapped over from the grinder back to the slaughterhouse for now. We've still got like a 1,000 sewage. I got rid of a few of the cows. There was too many there. But I did get a barrel of mob essence, or a drum of mob essence, so we can hopefully... Have I got my QDS in here? QDS. Yep, there it is. Need a fluid duct. I know this is going to waste, if I don't catch it, quite a bit of mob essence, but who cares? We need a servo as well. Just get that handed in. So again, if you forget, you select the task you want, you click select task, right click the QDS, and it will start allowing you to hand in towards whichever quest that you've put towards it. So in this case it'll be mob essence. So let's put that on ignored. And then if we check our book, see, look how fast that's going. All I'll do is once that gets a little bit closer, I'll just knock the fluid duct off with this guy. We can see 72. I don't really want to lose my mob essence. Boink, there we go. So that quest is done. That's very cool. Oop, get broke. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's hand this in. Ooh. High temperature. What the hell is that? I've never seen one of those before. High temperature. What does that use? Generates RF using regular furnace fuel. Inefficient generator with an initially low energy output, but as the internal temperature rises, its energy output rises. Okay. I don't want one of them. I want a reward bag. I like reward bags. So yeah, let's check these out. We got an epic and a greater. We'll check the greater first. Oh, nice. It's always nice to have potions of flight, even though, as you can see, I'm still got my jetpack on. And talking of jetpacks, that's quite low on charge. Let's bung that in the energetic infuser, charge her up, and while we wait for that, let's check the epic. Ooh, 4 runes of sacrifice. That's not too bad. We're going to start on the blood magic one day, so that's not a bad reward, if I am honest. Let's just put them away for now. Don't need that. Okay. What was next? We wanted to, well, I wanted to check out some of these bees and trees quests. Genetic control. We need a genetic sampler and a genetic imprinter. From what I've... Nope. Genetic. We need a genetic imprinter. Well, we need a lot of stuff. Can we get one of them? Yep. We need 2 of these. What are we missing for that? Bronze ingots, really? Okay, got no bronze. Let's make a stack. We need 2 of them. Probably going to need some more bronze in a second. Sturdy casing. Power module. And is that good to go? Yep. Cool. So we've got the genetic imprinter. Then we need the genetic sampler. So we need another one of these. I love AE. It's just so easy. So easy to craft all your stuff. You've got all your stuff in one place. It's beautiful. One of them going. We need another bee receptacle. What else do we got? Did we make a power module? Yep, we did. So the only thing we're missing is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bronze gears. And there we go, we got the genetic sampler. So we can manually submit that. Now, lab implements. We need to make a blank gene sampler, genetic template, genetics labware, and empty serum. So, have we got that up there? There's the labware. The labware is just some panes of glass and a diamond, which is pretty easy. Get 16 of those, which is cool. What else do we need? Blank gene sample and a genetic template. We've got genetic template down here. Yeah, there we go. Genetic template, more diamond. This is quite an expensive set of stuff. It's much better to use these kind of machines, extra bees, I think, personally, than the Gendistry ones. Apart from the Mutator, I'm not sure where that's from, but that's definitely better to use. So empty, was it empty? Not an empty syringe. Have a memory like a goldfish, a blank gene sample, and an empty serum. We can't do the empty serum, we need some stuff for that. So I might as well, yeah, get the blank gene sample. Blank gene sample, one of those, and the serum. Pretty sure we're going to need some actual stuff from the bees for that. Yeah, empty serum. We need royal jelly. We don't got no jelly. So if we have a look in the quest stuff, I don't believe it's going to ask me to make anything like that. No. Okay. So from what I've seen with the bees, if we get extra bees up, got to page 1. If you get the isolator, which just takes one of these, we're going to need to make some bits and pieces. But if you get the isolator, then you can isolate the traits of bees, and it will make everything go so much easier. I will craft some of them and them kind of stuff, and I'll show you all about it. Mutator. Can we make one of these? Mutatron and advanced mutator. Cool. Okay, so this mutagen tank, gonna need 3 bee receptacles. Damn it, we need some gold plates. Just need 1, but we make a couple. It's always handy just to keep stuff like this. Probably going to need more, so I needed 1 more of these boys. Power module. What are we missing for that? Some pistons. We're going to need like 1,000 of them, so what are you missing? It's not missing anything. You see he's kind of gone stuck now. Is it because I've got stuff in the crafting window? No, he's still stuck. Slightly annoying, slightly annoying. I'll just break one of these, put it back, and then this guy should start again, hopefully. Yeah, look. Now he's doing the stuff. What is all that? No idea. Okay, so I wanted the power module. Let's make a load of these. It's like another 3, so we need some bronze. Just craft a couple of stacks of them. We should have plenty of stuff. That was just surrounded like that, wasn't it? Get a few more. I'm probably going to need loads of these as the time goes on, so they won't go to waste. Power module. There we go. And that should be able to now. What's missing from the top there? Genetics processor. So it's quite expensive using all these diamonds. I did say I'm going to need a lot of diamonds. There we go. So, how do we make the advanced version? We need 2 more of them, 1 more of these. The advanced one's pretty cool, because you can choose what kind of bee it will make. What are we missing? 1 of them, and some more bronze gears. That's alright, I've got them. I told my system how to make them, I forgot about that. There we go. Let's put them, we'll keep them on us. Can we manually submit them? If we go back in here, just to get them out of the way. Yeah, so we know we need a blank gene sample. Why didn't I make a blank gene sample? Blank gene sample. I probably did, it's probably in here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, but we'll manually submit that. So all we need to do is get an empty serum. We're going to need to start making some bees. What do we get from that? Oh man, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons at the moment. We get Valiant drone and Valiant princess. An indexer, imprinter, sampler. Okay, so pretty much let's go and sleep this night off. So it's daytime. Gives me a chance to have a slurp of my coffee if I can reach it. It's better. Okay, so bees, bees, bees. We're going to need some bees, but we need nope, not mutton. Mutagen producer we need. Advanced mutatron. Aha, here we go. Mutagen producer. So we need a tank. Producer, we need 2 power modules. What's missing for them? Some bronze gears. I wish you could just specify the number that you want. 10, no, 12. 12 should be good. Okay, so we need 2 of these guys. Get them going. We need a hopper. We probably got a hopper. I would imagine we got a hopper. There we go. Mutagen producer. Okay, so we can use glowstone. Wow, we're running low on glowstone. We can use glowstone to make the mutagen, which will let us combine our bees just as if we were breeding them pretty quickly. We're going to need some redstone. Energy conduits. There we go. Okay, so you're going to need spare princesses to do this. I'm just going to bung these down here for now. In fact, I'm going to run them over here. That's it. So we need the mutagen producer and the advanced mutatron. So as you can see, that's just getting energy. It holds a hell of a lot of energy. Bees using this, they do take a hell of a lot of energy. Okay, so you bung some glowstone in here, and soon enough it'll start bringing stuff. Do we need labwares? Okay. Have I still got them on me? Yeah, I've got some on me. Okay. So I've had these guys in here. I've got some princesses, a couple of spare. I've just been letting that run for a while. It's not really very good at all, and I've got another spare princess there. But let's take some of these drones, because if you mix different bees, you get different stuff, and I'll show you all about it in a moment. So you put the forest princess and a meadow drone, and as you can see, you can either get a common or a leoprine. Wow. That's the only options it's going to give me. Okay. What is a leoprine? It makes silky combs. Okay, that's pretty cool. And eggs. Do you know what? That is not a bad idea at all. That is not a bad idea. I'm going to need about 1,000 eggs. So if I could get one of these guys. Do you know what? Sod it. Let's pick this boy. We'll get one of them. We're going to need the... Whoa, where did they all go? Let's put them back in there. Okay, so you pick him, and then look how quickly that is. You know, now we've got a whole new bee. I'm not going to mess about with him. I had another spare meadow princess over here as well. So I'm going to take one of them actually. Let them live for now. And I will take one forest drone. There we go. And then I'll just do the same, but this time I'm going to pick the common. So princess and makes a common. Thank you very much. How are you doing on burning that down? So this takes quite a while. Uses a lot. You know, it stores 5 million RF. Common princess. Okay, so we need more princesses. That's pretty obvious. You can use the ignoble princesses, but I don't like to use them. I only like to use the pristines. And I seem to have a lot of forests and stuff, so let's have a look what kind of hives I've got. Yeah, 21 forest hives and 21 tropical hives. I don't want to use the tropicals yet. Marshy? No, I'm not up for them. Forest, that'll do. So then we need some scoops. Where is my scoop? Oh, I've got some cultivateds in here. That's quite nice actually. Let's just take one of them. That'll help us. And we got some more meadows. Excuse me. Okay, oop. Ouch. Aha, I know where my scoop is. I've got a chest of bee related stuff over here. There's my scooperator. So what else have we got? Some meadow hives as well. So we've got one more pristine princess over there. And the drones, they really don't matter. So you need to make combinations of bees to get the industrious and the other kind. I really want to say ignoble, but that is not right. Like the royal kind. Are they royal bees? The ones that make royal jelly. I am losing it today. Here we go. So let's just scoop a load of these boys. What did we get? Some valiants. Cool, we got a load of stuff. Load of bees. Bees are annoying, do you know that? You go through so many different ones. Okay, so we get a common. Why can't we use a common? Oh, it's a queen. We have to. Damn it. Okay, well that puts a spanner in the works because it makes the queens. You have to let the queens kind of breed again, and then you'll get a drone and a princess. So I think let me check the time real quick. We've been going for 22 minutes. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just quickly make sure I haven't got any quests to hand in. And then I think we'll call the episode there. I'll get all of these bees made so that we can get the royal jelly. I don't even think it's called royal jelly. It doesn't look like I've got any quests. I'll get a load of things set up for next time. But if you enjoyed today, or you want to know anything more about the bees, I'm not super knowledgeable, but I kind of got a good idea about the bees. I've never seen this one before though. I'm quite excited about that. Going to get that. Because you can change their genes, so each type of bee has different traits. For instance, the ender bees, if you've got the dragon egg, that'll act as a flower for the ender bees, and like the meadow bees and the forest bees, they like flowers to be around. So you can take that trait and put that into an ender bee, and then an ender bee will be happy as long as there's flowers around. And then if you've got like a wintry bee, that's quite a fertile bee. It will give you lots of drones. I think 4 maybe. And you can just keep injecting all these different traits into the kind of bees that you're trying to produce. So you can end up with super bees. Custom bees really. It's kind of fun, what you can come up with. But the best thing I found for doing that, I haven't really, other than using the Mutatatron, I haven't really used Gendustry stuff. But like I said, the extra bee stuff is very simple. You need a gene pool, or Gendustry's got a DNA extractor, just to get the liquid bees, and then you stick your bees in the isolator and it will isolate different genes from them, and they go into serum jars. Most of them will be useless, it will be like smallest territory. What? on earth is that? Oh, a cherry. That's pretty cool. That's a nice tree. Some pomegranates. I can't wait until there's more flowers, because I'm going to need so many red flowers. You think you get 4 dye if you pulverize a red flower. And let's just take a very quick look for the hoarding. You need red dye and blue dye to make purple. One red, one blue will make 2 purple. But we are still going to need a hell of a lot of purple dye. Too much purple dye. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye bye.